6 laps to go when they come back. And report of trouble on the 12 car of Jeremy Mayfield. He has dropped off the lead pack and comes to pit road. His chance at that extra $1 million bonus gone.
Is he out of fuel? He didn't pit.
If he is, Rusty won't be very far behind him, I'm afraid.
4 tires for Mayfield, Dick.
And the answer is they did gamble on tires, Mike, and they've got one that's going down. Mayfield, flat tire, this late in the Daytona 500.
Richard Petty, who won this race 7 times, said it best. The best you can do on any given day is put yourself in a position to win, and then circumstances will dictate the outcome.
You know, I was just talking about Rusty Wallace did not take on tires. He's all the way back to 10th place now.
Yeah, I think as Mayfield goes out of the pits, I really think that was a mistake, them not stopping during that caution. Now we've got a 6-car breakaway from the pack.
Jeff Gordon Chevrolet, Dale Earnhardt Chevy. Michael Waltrip driving for a new team in a Chevrolet. Kenny Irwin, last year's Rookie of the Year, in a Ford. Ken Schrader, 3rd fastest qualifier in a Chevy. And truck champ Mike Skinner, the 97 pole sitter, in a Chevrolet.
2 guys that have dominated the 90s are 1st and 2nd. Right behind them, guys that's never won a race here. This thing's going to get wild.
Earnhardt had a try on Jeff Gordon.
He is keeping the pressure on.
Earnhardt last year led the closing laps. Nobody could get by him. So he knows how to win it from in front. Does he know how to win it from behind?
He still has to have help, and he can get it from that 7-car Michael Waltrip.
Friday in the International Race of Champions, Earnhardt bided his time, and on the last turn of the last lap, after everyone had written him off being 2 car lengths back, he made a run and won it.
I'm going to give you something else to think about. If they start running side by side, Kenny Schrader's not out of this as he's trying to make a move on Kenny Irwin now.
In Dale Earnhardt's pit.
Unhalt, saying a prayer.
Jeff Gordon's car owner, Rick Hendrick, here earlier in the week. Back home in Charlotte, watching it on TV. 3 abreast Kevin LePage in between Marcus and Wallace and Jerry Nadeau.
Battle going on back there for 7th. Here's Kenny Irwin trying to make a move on Michael Waltrip here at the start-finish line. And coming with him is Mike Skinner.
Yesterday, old age and treachery, Randy LaJoie overcame youth and enthusiasm. Casey Atwood and Adam Petty. What about today?
That 28 car's got a run coming off of this turn. Is it enough of a run to make a move on Dale Earnhardt?
Gordon's crew chief Ray Evernham watching. Kevin Hamlin, Earnhardt's crew chief. All they can do is watch the monitor and watch their car come by the front stretch. Earnhardt just loosened up Jeff Gordon there.
Yes, he did. He went in there and moved the car around in the slipstream behind him there. You could see Gordon really fighting the car, getting down into turn 3.
Down the short chute. Start-finish line.
Now there are 4. It's down to 4 people. Michael Waltrip has dropped off the pace a little bit.
And it's down to 2 laps to decide the Daytona 500. Ralph Shaheen.
Mike, they have just radioed to Jeff. Protect the bottom is the word from Ray Evernham. He keeps telling them who's behind him. The 3, the 28, 31. Protect the bottom.
Irwin to the bottom. Skinner with him. Earnhardt holds the bottom. 7 Daytona 500s have been decided by a last lap pass. Will this be the 8th?
Earnhardt right on his back bumper as they come off turn 4. He started to put a move on him. White flag.
2.5 miles to history. Jeff Gordon trying to win his 2nd. Dale Earnhardt trying to win his 2nd. Buddy, where will Earnhardt make the move?
Boy, I don't know. Gordon looks awful strong as they come off turn 2 over there down the back straightaway. Kenny Irwin looks to the outside.
Right here's where he has to make the move. And he wasn't able to get that run up under Jeff Gordon like he wanted to.
But that's what we said Friday. He was this far behind in the International Race of Champions. He looks inside. He goes outside. He looks inside again.
Okay, right now he's got to pull right down on that back bumper and try to get him loose coming off turn 4. He does not have the muscle at this point.
But he may have some momentum. Here comes Earnhardt. He's all the way to the bottom. Almost in the grass. He slides up the racetrack and Jeff Gordon will win it for the 2nd time.
Wow. What a race. him a little shot after there.
Now that was a love tap.
All right, there's Valentine's Day, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Ralph Sheen.
Congratulations, Ray Evernham. You did it again. You told him to protect the bottom. That's exactly what he did. Is that where you were afraid he was going to come?
Yeah, well, Dale's pretty strong up off the bottom, and, you know, Jeff did a great job driving the car. Car wasn't the quickest car all day, but he did a great job driving it. Want to thank God first for giving us the opportunity to do this, and DuPont and Quaker State Pepsi, everybody that supports us. And I want to say hi to Rick again. I'm sorry he couldn't be here, but God, what a great day.
This team has been so awesome. Is this the beginning of a dynasty-type march to another championship?
I don't know about that, Ralph. We're just we're going to take it one race at a time and have a good time. It's just, man, what an awesome feeling to win the Daytona 500.
You know you got to give up that race car now.
We'll build another one.
Ray Evernham has done it again. He's won the Daytona 500 as a crew chief.
And for the 5th time, this man, Dale Earnhardt, finishes 2nd in the Great American Race. You saw that big crowd shot. One of those fans has won $1 million. Jeff Gordon gets the $1 million no bull bonus, and so does the lucky fan who was paired with him. Case Gordon was the driver who went to victory lane. They will repeat that promotion 4 more times this season.
He just hung around in there all day, and when the time came, he's done that so many times.
And he didn't lead a lot. He led 6 laps in the first 20 and then came back to lead the last 11 laps. They made it work for it.
He's just giving a little smoke job coming down through there. Rear wheel spinning, smoke flying out the back of Jeff Gordon's car.
2nd victory in 3 years for the Pittsburgh, Indiana driver who started at age 5, winning races in quarter midgets, moved up to midgets. At age 14, he was driving a 1,000 horsepower sprint car and winning with it. He went to ask for his first sponsorship. The Valvoline executive said, "How'd you get here today?" He said, "My mom drove me." That was good experience for the man that Forbes magazine this fall called the biggest one-man marketing machine in sports. Dick Berggren.
Well, Dale Earnhardt surrounded by media. Let's just jump in and hear what he has to say. Dale?
Earlier on, you had some problems earlier on, and then the car...
Well, we had an ignition problem earlier on, and the car just wasn't running up to par. It just wouldn't get up to speed, and we finally switched boxes, and the car ran a lot better. But it came up in the draft there at the end, and we were just trying to work. I was wanting to get with Skinner, try to work with him, but I couldn't, and he couldn't get with me, and we just was trying to do all I could do, just get to the 24, and his car was pretty strong off the corners, and if I could have just got to him off the corner, I might have got under him, but I just couldn't get there.
Came close, though. What happened at the very tail end, those last couple laps when you were trying so hard, Dale?
Got beat.
Got beat. Dale Earnhardt, 2nd for the 5th time. Ken Squire.
He is still in the car. Brooke is right here. She walked by me and said, "What a race." Indeed, $2 million richer. Jeff Gordon, as he pulls it off, fending off the old warrior, Earnhardt. Those last 4 or 5 laps as Earnhardt tried to turn him just a little, use up those rear tires. He's just about ready to clamber out of car number 24 after a brilliant victory in one of the greatest Daytona 500s of all time. Here is the champion of the 1999 Daytona 500, Jeff Gordon, having just a moment to get his shoes straightened out. And here he is. Jeff, those last 10 laps, what a race.
That is a dream come true for me. To race Dale Earnhardt down to the final finish, all the way down the line for the Daytona 500, it does not get any better than that. And I'm the last person, I think, at this racetrack today that thought we were going to win a race. I certainly didn't have many friends out there, but I had one strong race car. And I tell you what, I'm glad Ray Evernham and all these Rainbow Warriors took 4 tires there at the end because the car was handling great. And man, I want to thank Dale for a great race. I mean, he did everything he possibly could, and I've learned, he's probably going to tell you I learned too much from him because he's taught me a lot of things over the last couple of years, and that's the only way I kept him behind me.
Take us through the last moments of the race coming down out of turn 4.
Well, you know, I saw him dropping back trying to get some momentum on me, and and I got out there too far in the middle of 3 and 4, and I had to back off, to tell you the truth, because I knew he was going to get me at the line if I didn't. And I may have backed off a little too much. He got up on my bumper and almost got underneath me. I got a little sideways, but I knew I was going to make it to the finish right from that point on. And I tell you, I had a mirror today, and I want to thank DuPont Automotive Finishes, Quaker State, Pepsi, Chevrolet. This is an awesome Monte Carlo today, and those Goodyear tires are awesome too. Thank you for everything you guys do for us.
Dale, he really tried to work you over in those final moments.
Well, thank God that, you know, you're racing with a guy like that, and thank God for this team and this awesome race car. I just am so blessed and so fortunate, but he worked me over big time, to say the least, you know, and that's the way he is. That's how hard he is, and how bad he wants to win this Daytona 500. He got a taste of it last year, and he wanted it again this year. I wanted to be able to be the one to keep him from doing that, and this is an awesome win for us. Got to thank R.J. Reynolds and Winston. I can't believe how much money we just won today. I cannot believe that.
Congratulations are in order for a young champion. $2 million richer. Again, here's Mike Joy.
Thanks, Ken. Dale Earnhardt second, and the next 3 guys behind them all had career best finishes in the 500. Kenny Irwin, Mike Skinner, and Michael Waltrip. We'll be back to present the Harley Earl Trophy to the winner of the Daytona 500 right after this.
Greg Gumbel back at Daytona International Speedway. Everybody should have a Valentine's Day like Jeff Gordon, the Daytona 500 championship, and $2 million in prize money. Ken Squire standing by in victory lane for the Harley J. Earl Daytona 500 trophy presentation. Ken.
Yes, indeed. This is what it's all about. $2 million, sure, but your name goes on this and perpetuates your victory in the 41st annual Daytona 500. John Graham, the president of the Daytona Speedway, to make the presentation to Ray Everham, the crew chief, to Brooke, and to Jeff Gordon. Sir?
Jeff, Ray, Brooke, Mary, Rick and Linda Hendrick, John and Kathy Hendrick, the Harley J. Earl Trophy, symbolic of the champion of the Daytona 500. Congratulations, and we will also inscribe your name again on the permanent Harley J. Earl Trophy for fans to see in Daytona, USA, along with your winning 24 car. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And I want to say hi to Rick and Linda at home. You know, I know they're watching, and I know he wanted to be here really bad today. We got John and Kathy here, but thank you guys for what you do, and I tell you what, God is just blessing all of Hendrick Motorsports, and I can't say enough for all of our sponsors: DuPont Automotive Finishes, Quaker State, Chevrolet, GMAC, Kellogg's, you know, everybody that makes this happen, Pepsi. It's just a treat to be able to get behind the wheel of that race car. And this guy right here, Ray Everham Repairs, and it was a great race car today, and those Rainbow Warriors kept us in it all day. It's a great feeling. I can't believe it.
Ray Everham, Brooke, and Jeff Gordon here to receive the Harley J. Earl Award. Let's go back to Greg Gumbel.
Ken Squire, thank you. Jeff Gordon, victorious here in the 41st running of the Daytona 500. We'll have final results for you when we come back to Daytona International Speedway in just a moment.